Hey everyone, I'm Abu Siddiq. I'm from Rangpur, Bangladesh. Suppose I made a cup of tea. Can you tell me which I add first? The milk I add first, or the tea I add first on this tea?
Tea first and it's the milk first.
Today, we are taking a unique journey into the fascinating world of statistics, where science meets real life in surprising ways. Our book today is The Lady Tasting Tea by David Salsburg. It's a story about how one experiment changed the way we understand science forever. The Lady Tasting Tea isn't just about number and data. It's about the people, the ideas, and the experiments that transform the way we view the world. And it all started with a single cup of tea. The title, Lady Tasting Tea, refers to a famous event that happens in the 1920s when a lady claimed she could tell whether milk was poured into her tea or if the tea was poured into the milk. Sir Ronald Fisher, one of the father of modern statistics, decided to put her claim to the test. What follows the one of the earliest example of what we call randomized experiment, and it had a profound impact on the development of scientific methods. Let's dive into the tea tasting experiment. Fisher designed a simple but effective test to see if the lady's claim was really real or just stunt. He prepared multiple cups of tea, some with milk added first and some with tea added first, and asked her to identify which was which. The experiment wasn't just about tea. It was about introducing a new way to thinking, how we could use probability to determine if the difference people notice are significant or merely random. The experiment introduced a groundbreaking idea, the null hypothesis. Fisher wanted to see whether the lady's claim was a fluke or if it had some real basis. His approach of using a statistical method to test whether results are due to chance laid the foundation for how scientists and researchers now validate their findings. But this was only the beginning. The value of the lady tasting tea is how it traces the development of these ideas into the broader scientific landscape. The book takes us beyond the Tea Party and shows how statistical method revolutionized science. One of the key figures in the story, of course, is Ronald Fisher. But we also meet other pioneers like Carl Pearson, William Gossett, who developed the famous student tea, and Nyman. Salzburg does an incredible job of showing how these people with their different ideas and approaches shaped modern science. For example, Fisher's work in agriculture. Fisher's work in agricultural experiment led to the development of the analysis of variance ANOVA, which allowed researchers to compare multiple variables at once, changing how we perform experiment in medicine, biology, and economics. Pearson, on the other hand, introduced concepts like correlation and regression, which are still at the heart of how we interpret data today. These methods aren't just theoretical, they are the backbone of clinical trials, market research, and machine learning. What I love about this book, this is how to bring the characters to life. These weren't just dry mathematicians sitting in dusty offices. They were passionate, competitive, and sometimes controversial figures. For example, Salsburg give us a glimpse into a personal rivalry between Pearson and Fisher. Pearson believed that any large sample size could yield reliable data, while Fisher uh, insists while Fisher insisted that even small experiments, if properly designed, could lead to significant insights. These intellectual debates shaped how statistics developed as a field. It's these personal stories that make the books as enjoyable read. You get to see how much creativity and conflict went into building the science of uncertainty. Now let's talk about the key lessons from this book. The lady tasting tea offers some powerful takeaways, not just for scientists, but for anyone interested in how we make sense of the world. First, science is built on uncertainty. Fisher and his colleagues embrace the ideas that we can never be 100% certain about anything. Instead, science is about probability, about determining how likely something is to be true. This shift is thinking helped transform science into a more rigorous evidence-based practice. And second, experiments matter. What Fisher and the other statistician showed was that you don't need to guess or rely on intuition. With a well-designed experiment, you can test your hypothesis and find out whether your ideas has real material. Actually, everything from drug trials to marketing strategies uses randomized controlled trials to test and improve outcomes. It all goes back to the simple tea experiment. Finally, the people behind the science are as important as the theories themselves. Salsburg shows us that these great minds didn't just stumble upon their ideas. They fought for them, refined them, and after disagree with each other, their passion and dedication shaped the tools we use today. And in the end, the lady tasting tea isn't just about statistics. It's about the human story behind the numbers. It's about how we build the knowledge, how we challenge each other, and how curiosity leads to discovery. And this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember, question everything, even your cup of tea. And the very end, I just wanna say that be your own lamp.